which of the first 20 elements on the periodic table are metal and which are non-metals. So let's so this is more so an inspection kind of question here. First 20 elements, metals versus non-metals. So look at our periodic table here. We have hydrogen and we have helium. Let's look at these two elements first. These guys here are indeed non-metals, right? Hydrogen exists in a gas form. And helium also exists in a gas form here. So hydrogen, helium. Our next two here is lithium and beryllium here. And these guys here are indeed metals. You can think of them being metals as because they exist on this side here. So lithium, beryllium exists here. Sodium, magnesium are also metals. So Na, Mg. And then finally potassium and calcium for 19 and 20 here. And then everything else on this side of the periodic table is a non-metal here. So, and this is the exception to hydrogen. Here is the only exception because this here is a non-metal. So hydrogen, helium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, and then aluminum, silicon. Or well, actually aluminum and silicon here, and these guys here actually belong in the metalloids kind of section. So I don't know if maybe I should put that in the middle. So let me put boron in the middle as well, because boron here is a metalloid. You can notice that by looking at these guys here. Yeah. So let me see if I can look at the metalloids here. It kind of creates this little staircase here. This here is kind of the metalloid section here. So I don't know if they want to include that in our non-metals here. So maybe I'll just remove it here as well. Because then they both have metal and non-metal properties here. So we have hydrogen, helium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. We have phosphorus, sulfur, and chlorine, and argon here. So these guys here are specifically non-metals, and we have some metalloids here, which is boron, silicon. So these guys here are the metalloids. So here, it says first 20 elements. They listed out of 20 elements. So we have lithium, beryllium, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, potassium, and calcium. So aluminum here is actually a metalloid, so I don't like really how they put this guy here. And then elements are neither non-metals, so these are metalloids. So boron, silicon, that's why I not put this here, which is good. Aluminum is here. Let me see if I can maximize this here first for you to see. Aluminum here is post-transition metals. So I guess in this case here, this one would be considered a metal. So boron, silicon is kind of the cutoff here. This kind of like staircase is the cutoff, and aluminum you could think of this as as kind of a post-transition metal. So these entire here block are transition metals, and this aluminum here would also be our a metal as well. So I'm missing aluminum from my chart here. So aluminum. So the solution here is correct because they actually included aluminum, whereas I didn't.